I consider George one of the finest people I've ever known. His wife, Mary Ann, his son, George, and his lovely daughter. I consider myself to have been very fortunate to be friends with them.
He's a nice guy, he's a gentleman, but he's very principled and he's going to stand up for what he believes.
It's integrity. That's the key, I think, to his success. He just has that innate ability to create a level of trust.
George, I would say, leads more by example.
He's a natural leader. He's very steady, very dependable.
His father instilled in him a sense of giving back to the community, and George has passed that along to his children.
They are very philanthropic, not only with money, but with time and effort and thought.
He has a huge business that he's made bigger and bigger and kept headquartered right here in Roanoke, Grand. I remember growing up with Grand Piano and going and getting my Coca-Cola as a little girl, and now still go to Grand often.
George is a good businessman with his company, and he brought that good business to the Carilion Clinic.
As a leader, he's a consensus builder. He obviously loves this community, and I think he just wants to see it thrive.
Virtually everything you see in Roanoke, there's a value. George Cartledge Jr. and George Cartledge Sr. and his family have been involved. Whether it's Center and Square and all the organizations within Center, whether it's an economic development activity, whether it's Carillion's board, George has touched most everything.
My first impression was just how nice he was. When I was the youngest person on the Carilion board, he made a real effort to welcome me. And he really wants people in the board level to participate in the decision. And he wants everyone to be heard.
When I came to Roanoke, Roanoke Memorial Hospital was just one of 3 hospitals in the valley. And we all know what's here now. It's a regional health center with a medical school and a research center, and all of that's happened under good leadership. And George has been in that leadership.
The flood of '85 was a significant event for all of us that live in the Roanoke Valley. We were without power for a week. A lot of things happened. But let's fast forward to the next rainy season. The water started to rise, and we were all getting a little nervous. And I remember coming to work, and I get out, and who do I see walking the garage but George Cartledge? And I said, George, what are you doing here at 6:30 in the morning? You know, are somebody sick? And he said, no, you know, the water's rising. I just thought I'd make some rounds and make sure you're okay. He didn't have to do that. That's just who he is. He takes action. He cares about what's happening.
George is always interested in the patient experience and their family's comfort.
The board has talked about other things over the years, and what we finally settled on is our position is we want to do everything we can to increase the health care of the communities. It's been very rewarding to me. I feel like it was a real honor to be on the board. I think we all have to appreciate the level of care that is provided by the employees at Carilion. I know of many cases where people who've had family members that have not done well, who think the nursing staff and the doctors are just fabulous. And you know, I think everybody working there ought to be proud of the organization, because the employees are what makes it a good organization.
He can look back and just see the impact that the Carilion Clinic has had on southwestern Virginia and the lives of so many.
Well, George, good luck to you in your retirement. You've done a great job.
Through the years, I've appreciated your continuing friendship.
Thank you for your leadership, for the years you chaired the board. You have been a great example to all of us.
I want to thank you for being the example that you set, a person that I would like to follow. You are a true leader. I respect you highly, and I thank you very much.
George, thank you for your leadership. You've been great to work with, and I look forward to working with you in the future.
My experience with you on Carillion's board has always been enjoyable and enlightening and reinforcing for me of the kind of character and principles that you and your father and your family have embodied for as long as I've known you. It's been a good ride.
Thank you for your years of service, but most of all for your leadership your friendship, your mentoring, your caring, your kindness, your compassion, for showing us the right way to act, for always being there 100% of the time. I can't really imagine the board without you, so I hope you'll continue to come. And I know that I can continue to call on you when I need you, and I'm always going to need you. Best wishes, and thank you.